What's up, Raiders? TristenWulf here, and I want to talk to you about some free stuff. No, not this paid stuff. Free stuff. I said not the paid stuff, free stuff. You see, Raid has been pretty banging awesome about free stuff through the anniversary, through the community event. We've picked up this new hero, Iodex Artor, who is hiding here somewhere when my screen will resolve. Let's try it again. There he is. And love it. Love that we got a free, useful hero, and the events around it have been really, really fun, and I've been having a good time building him. I can't wait to try to use him. And if you checked your mailbox recently, you saw a lot of really nice free stuff in your mailbox that came from the Dungeon Trivia event. That happened back on the 8th. If you missed the Dungeon Trivia event, I'll put a link to it in the description of this video, but it was a really good time. We got to see 4 very popular influencers answering trivia questions, competing with each other, and earning rewards for the community. And these rewards are what showed up in your mailbox. And hats off to them. They did a really good job of answering the questions, banged it out, and got us the maximum points, so we got the maximum rewards. So again, more free stuff. And I love free stuff. And one of the things that came with this trivia event was, for the first time in all of 2025, we have got a promo code that works for everybody. So you can go into the promo code section and you can type in Trivia Dungeon, first promo code of the year, and it's expired. Come on, Polarian. You couldn't leave it up for one weekend? You couldn't leave it up for just 3 days? Come on. It was our first promo code, and it had free stuff, and we all love free stuff, but it is what it is. And all of this free stuff is great, but one thing that we don't get for free, and I'm feeling it now more than ever since it's gone away, is the ability to take gear off of our units. This game, silver is such a roadblock. I am back down to only 9 million silver, and we'll go over ways to earn silver, and all that's well and good, but the problem is it costs so much to take gear off of units. 50,000 silver for each piece of gear that I want to take off of units, times 9 pieces of gear. If I need to move all of this gear onto another unit, it's 500,000 silver. 500,000 silver. And that is causing a huge problem. As a newer player, I don't have a lot of gear. And not being able to move the gear around is rough. And kind of to add insult to injury, after that Trivia Dungeon event hit, we got to enter a promo code. Sorry if you guys missed it. It must feel terrible because you didn't get 300,000 silver. That's right. Enough silver to take 6 pieces of gear off a unit. That's what you missed. Six pieces of gear worth of silver. You could have actually moved 3 pieces of gear off of one unit and then moved it back with that much silver. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a problem. It's a real problem. I'm trying to do faction wars, and faction wars change constantly. I don't have any lizardmen geared, and I don't really have the luxury of moving the gear around to do it. I want to go and do more Cursed City, but Cursed City requires very specific gearing requirements to do each phase. So I got to move the gear around, and it makes it very difficult to do Cursed City. It's 2025. Gear cost to remove gear is a 2018 concept. It is such an old concept. It is an outdated gacha mechanic. Newer gachas have abandoned it entirely. Very few games now punish you for wanting to take gear off of units. Find other ways to sap silver out of us, because I can tell you, as a new player, this one hurts. This one hurts a lot. I'm not a fan of making negative videos. And Raid has been amazing. A fun game, so much content, so much PvE, but the one roadblock I've run into is that I just don't have the ability to take part in some of the game that I want to, because I don't have the silver to move the gear around. God forbid I want to level some gear. I'm scared to ungear my units because I need every scrap of silver I've got just to level up my gear. So I've got to decide, do I try to make more gear and not do the content where I get the gear to be able to level, or do I move the gear so I can do the content and then not have the silver to level the gear that I get? I suspect that this is an ongoing problem later game, but this is really harmful for newer players, and newer players will love this game. They're going to love jumping into it. There is so much to do, but without UNEQUIP being a consistent thing, it's very expensive, and it makes people not want to play. If they can't take part in a dungeon, if they say, okay, how do I beat this content? And they go and watch a guide and like, oh, I've got those heroes, but I can't gear them because I don't have the silver. It turns people off. It makes people not want to play, and that's not what we want for this game. We want people to want to play this game because it is an amazing game. We are just coming off of a 2-week-long UNEQUIP event, and I really think it just punctuated how good it was. I was hoping it would get extended. I was hoping maybe at least for the entire community week, they would do us a solid and give us UNEQUIP for the entire community event, but it is gone, and once again, it costs to take it away. And you know what? I would even be fine with saying, hey, meet me in the middle. You know what? Throw something in the shop. Make it a $1 pack that gives me a 12-hour UNEQUIP, or a $10 pack that gives me a 2-week UNEQUIP, whatever. Give me the ability to spend a little bit of money for the UNEQUIP if you want to test it out that way, but give us ways to be able to play the game, because right now it's rough out here. It's rough for a newer player to play this game with how hard it is to get silver. You know what? I'm wrong there. It's not even that hard to get silver. You can go into the forge. You can bang out a whole bunch of garbage resilience gear. You could craft this stuff. You sell it for silver. There's enough to UNEQUIP half of an artifact. That's great. But I can make the silver. It's just that it goes so fast, especially with the fusion events, especially with the gear enhancement events going on. Especially, how do I do a gear enhancement event and then be able to move the gear I've just enhanced onto units because I gotta pay money to take the gear off of those units to put this gear on? It's rough. It's rough, player. Please do us a solid. Give us purchasable UNEQUIP tickets. Give us more common UNEQUIP events. Do it every weekend. Do it every other week. Ease into it if you're worried about upsetting the economy. I get it, but do it more often because it is so rough for a new player to not be able to experience the game to its fullest because we're handicapped by silver. And that's my appeal. That's my petition. That's my request, player. And if you would please do us a solid and make this happen, a lot of people would be happy campers. It would be so much easier to get people into your game and to make them want to play and stay here longer if they didn't have the fundamental roadblock of silver always being a limiting factor. I can only imagine this is going to get worse with hard mode faction wars coming out, which is definitely going to require ungearing. It is difficult with these new style tournaments where it's like you got to complete it all with these factions, you got to complete it all with these rarity ratings, and well, that's going to require moving gear around. It's too much, guys. It's too much. Make it happen. Give us a way to access the gear, and you'll see a lot more new people flow into the game. And if you're one of those new people, make sure you do this. Make sure you click on the link in the description of this video to support me and my channel, or you can scan that QR code. That works just as well. If you do this, it will get you a crazy powerful start with 3 free heroes. You will start out with the legendary hero Oleneral, a serious bossing hero who can do poisons and HP burns and let you strike way above your own power grade. On top of that, at level 15, you will get the epic hero Tagore. Tagore is a support hero who can heal your team, defend your team, bring your team back to life, exactly what you need to progress further in the game. And at level 30, you will pick up the powerhouse epic Ugo, who is so strong, many consider her the best epic in the game. Ugo is 4 epic heroes in one. She is a defense breaker, she is a cleanser, she is a healer, and she brings your units back to life, and you get her at level 30. On top of that, make sure you go over to the promo code and enter one of the promo codes in the description of this video. I recommend Supreme 6 to pick up Supreme Galek, but you follow your heart on that. When you do this, you will have started out with 2 legendary heroes and 3 epic heroes. Now, to do this, whether or not you're doing this because it's a fresh start or you felt that it is the perfect time to start an alt, here's the process. First, if you've never played Raid before, this is not a problem. But if you have played Raid before, you're going to want to log into your Polarian account and you're going to log out. Once you log out, uninstall Polarian from your computer. Then click on the link in the description of this video, scan that QR code if you'd rather do that, or use the link that's in my YouTube channel's description. Once you do that, that's going to take you to the site where you can download Raid, register there, and use a brand new email. Then launch Raid, complete the tutorial, and you're in. Once you do that, a Leneral will be waiting for you right there in your inbox. Now it's time to get to Raid and grind a little bit, get up to level 15, and bam, right there in your inbox will be the epic hero Tagore. Level 15 doesn't take too long, guys, just a little bit of time, and now you're well established, you're ready for the big grind all the way up to level 30, and once you hit level 30, bang, right there in your inbox again will be the epic hero Ugo to give you the perfectly well-rounded account. That's going to get you 2 legendaries, a Leneral and your promo code hero, and 2 epics, Ugo and Tagore. A fantastic start to Raid, and you're going to be so far ahead of other people who did not use this code. So click on that link right now. Support my channel and support yourself with the best start ever in Raid. No better time than right now. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care, Raiders.